Okay, welcome back to Max Coins, and this is part 3 of the 900 plus pennies penny hunt. So I'm not going to waste time, I'm just going to get straight into this and we'll start looking through. Would suggest that you have a look at my other penny hunts before watching this one so you can see where we're at and what we've got so far. And straight away we got something that's not a penny. 1984, 50... I can't say it's dollars, it's got to be about 50 cents from Australia. Next, let's get a bit of zoom in action. 1906, Edward. Is that a Vicky? Yep. Looks like somebody's tried to decapitate her. And 1892 Victoria. George V. There goes our dropped penny. Get it out the way early today. 1919 with no mint mark. 1967, so I'm just going to discard those to one side if we find them. 1962. 1963. A couple, yep. 1912, do we have a mint mark with this one? We do, 1912H. 1938. 1965. So 1926 we're looking for, really. And that's one gap that we do have for George V. 1928. Of course, we'll be looking for varieties and the scarce dates as well. 1928. 1946, looking for the dot just up by here, don't see it. Well, it's 1860 something, so it's definitely a Victorian coin. If I can get some under the scope, we'll look at that one again later. 1966, a bit grotty. 1896 Victoria. 1829. 1929 even. 1908. 1899. First foreign of the bag. 1968. Penny from Ireland. I say first foreign of the bag, the first foreign penny, of course. 1949. Now, I said the only date we needed for George V was 1926. 1949 is a date that we need for George V. 1948. Another Irish penny, 1942. And just whilst I spotted there's another one. Again, 1942. 1916. Recessed here, as you can see. Oh, wrong way. Trying to zoom in. As you can see, it's got the broken tooth there. $1905 Edward VII. 1927, a year out from what we need. 1916. Doesn't appear to have the broken tooth. 1917. 1918, no mint mark. 1909. So what we got? 1900 Victoria. 1962. A 1964 Irish penny. The hen and the chicks. 1899. 10 centimos from Spain of 1870. Got 1967, 1921, 1963, not a very nice one, that one. 1913, 1902, high tide. And looking at the tide here, on this one it's intersecting the legs there. On the low tide it's a couple of millimeters lower. 1965, 1918, no min-mag. Last view for this first bag, first 5 shillings worth. 1944, 1913, 1896 Victoria, 1914, 1963, is this what I think it might be? If it is, it's the first one I've ever found. Let me see if I can get the zoom going on here. I don't think it is. I will double check that one. It does seem a little bit flatter on the top compared to what I'm used to. I'll come back to that one at the end. 1899. Right, I shall get the next bag. Okay, back in with bag number 2. Okay, back in with bag number 2. If they come out. There we are. Ah, straight away. A 1901 halfpenny. 1967. 1917. 1938. 1921. 1966. Another 66. That's 65. 1897, looking for the high tide. It's not, it's a low tide. 1901. 1889. Good old Victoria. 1897, again looking for that high tide. It's not, it's a low tide. Although I have just been reminded by myself that we need to look for the dot variety in the 1897s. I will look at those off camera though. 1916. Oh, let's get that 1916 back. Not a recessed ear variety. 62. 34. 1899. Another Victoria. 1872. I would say that is. Not one I can put in an album yet, but I will get an album eventually. 1900. 1967. 64. 65. Oh, that could be an upgrade. 36. Another 65. 1914. 1915. Looking for the broken tooth after Brit. Definitely not. (1916). Not the recessed ear. Our favourite date. Right, 1882 Heaton Mint. Dix centimes. So this is the French Empire. Napoleon III of 1856. Another 1903. I'll put that one aside and we can compare it later to the other one. 1936, 1935, 1964, 65, 1912 with a mint mark. And quite a few mint marked ones so far. 63, 1915, nope, 1963, 1939. That one's in surprisingly not bad condition. That one may be an upgrade. $18.97, looking for that high tide. Not going to see if it's got the dot variety there. 67, 1900, and then 1884. Last handful then. 1929, 1935, 1900, 1913, 65, 63, 1961, 1967, 1920, 1900, 1967, 1914, and finally 1962. Okay, so I sorted through the coins, got the books out. I'm going to start first of all with an upgrade to a non-penny album. And it's going to be a 1901 halfpenny. Slightly better than the one I've already got in this rather empty album. Let me get a zoom in on here. Not in the best of condition, but at least you can see the words halfpenny on it. So there we go, upgraded. Next we'll have a look at the 30 to 66. So the first one I'm going to put is actually an addition. We found the 1949, which 14,324,400 makes this, other than the 51, the 53, sorry 50, 51, 53 variety, one of the scarcer date, so nice to have that filled up into the album. In this particular book, only beaten by 1932 at 8,277,000. Then we got an upgrade for 1963. Put this on the screen. Putting that in the wrong one, of course. There we are. And then we've got an upgrade for 1964. So if we zoom out, this is how our book looks. Turn off the lights, how the book looks now. Need to find another 49 to fill that gap. Still need the 50, the 51, the 53. We need the second 53 if we can to fill the obverse gap up there. For now it's just holding the 67. And then 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. Already done. And starting to show a little bit more luster as we go through those dates. And then on to our Victorian pennies. So the one we're not going to be able to put into the album today is this 72. So that will go with the others from pre-1880 or 1881. What's falling out now? It's an 1896, which we were going to upgrade as well. This one is just ever so slightly better than the one that's in here, which we pop out. I need to get better lights and a zoom perhaps. So there's not much in it except this one on the left is showing a bit of green verdigris, and you can see one a bit better on this one. Still need to find that all important 1895, of course. Oh, what's this one? 1882H. We've already got one. Turning my light off again. But this one is just ever so slightly better, so we'll upgrade. We will make the best that we can. We've got 1889 again. It's a difficult one, there's not much in it, but the date is a lot clearer on this particular one. And then we got the 1892, which has just got that clearer date. None of it's any much better, but at least the date's clearer. And this is where our Victoria album is now. And of course, we better have a look at the foreign finds as well. So we've had 1, 2, 3, interloper, 4 Irish, 1964, 1942, 1968 and 1942 again. We had this Australian 50 whatevers, 50 cents. We had this 1856 10 centimes, B mint mark. And this another 1870 10 centimos from Spain. So on that, I shall bid you farewell. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you on the next one.